So what is going on, people? Welcome to episode 52 of the Peterborough United career mode here on FIFA 23. I hope you're well. Apologies again for the lighting. I'll probably batch record again today, so the next few episodes might be like this, but as you can appreciate, in the UK right now, it is really rather hot. So having the windows open means that I am blinded on this side of my face. Anyway, last episode was January. It was a very busy month for us. If we have a look at the calendar, well, we actually simmed the first 3 games of this month. We beat Brighton 2-1 away from home. We then beat Wigan 2-0 in the cup before a 3-3 draw with Leicester. We then beat West Ham 3-0 in a played game. We drew 1-1 with Newcastle in the FA Cup. Then we played a rotated side in that one. And then I spent forever trying to sign people and kind of lost the rhythm, and we got absolutely spanked by Wolves. So yeah, not a great end to the month, but even still. Today though, we have some very testing fixtures. We start with this FA Cup replay against Newcastle, which we will play. We will then play the game away at Chelsea. I'm probably going to sim the Liverpool game because out of all these sides, they're the lowest in the league. Away at Anfield is probably just wishing defeat upon myself to sim it, but yeah, I feel like we're better. We're more equipped to get a result against the likes of Southampton, so yeah, I think I'm going to sim the Liverpool game. So yeah, that's how this episode is going to go. If we have a quick look at the Premier League table, then that's the FA Cup, so that's not ideal. If we have a look at the Premier League table, we currently sit in 6th after 24 games, 30 wins, 4 draws, 7 defeats, plus 17 goal difference, so as good as most teams around us really. Only 4 points off Champions League spots. We are technically in a European spot because of the Conference League. We're a couple of points clear of West Ham, but as you can see, Chelsea, one of our opponents today, sat there in 5th. Newcastle obviously in 4th, who we play in the Cup. Southampton 11th, and Liverpool in 13th. If much changes between those two, then we may sim the Southampton game instead. But yeah, for now, at least, we are going to go and play this FA Cup game against Newcastle. If you are looking forward to this episode, make sure you pop a like on there for me. Subscribe to the channel. Let's go and play some FA Cup, shall we? So this is how Newcastle line up then for this FA Cup 4th round replay. Ortega in goal. A back four of Timber, Godfrey, Byrne and Tellez. A midfield 3 of Sensi, Longstaff and McKennie, with Ismaila Sarr, João Pedro and Jacob Murphy leading the line. A couple of decent, mostly good bench. Fela Mendy on there is a very good addition. We line up like this. Many changes. Arid is in goal. Back four, Zeefweek, Knight, Stark and Zamora. Lozano and Becker in the middle of midfield. Miggy Almiron on the right will be playing his first game for us against his former club. Saunders out the left, but we've gone with a familiar sort of front two. Estrada and Garner leading the line for us. So, yeah, the first time we'll get to play with the likes of Becker and Almiron. Lozano did come on in the last game, but we didn't really get to use him that much. So, yeah, we'll get to know some more of these players. And, yeah, hopefully we can get a positive result and progress through to the next round of the Cup. As Almiron's done really well there. Find Zeefweek. Try and get a ball in if we can here. Garner. Oh, it's a lovely header that he's glanced towards the far post, but Ortega equal to it. Saunders there with the corner, but Zamora's done well to read that. Oh, and we can't quite get on the end of it. Josh Knight making his appearance back in defence for the first time in a while. Becker across covering. Knight is there, and it's a good save from Aaron Knight. Couldn't quite get a block on it. The man that somehow seems to survive, Josh Knight. Whenever we do a squad reshuffle, he's always there, but I feel like his time in the side may be coming towards an end sooner rather than later. That sounds very morbid. But Almiron's done really well, and his pace has really unlocked this door, and he could keep going, Miggy Almiron. Just sliding Garner into the area. Oh, and he's blazed it over the bar. Had to get the shot off quickly because the covering defender was really narrowing the angle. And Yeah, got plenty of power on it to get it past the defender, but too much power so that it goes over the bar. It's a lovely, almost a lovely piece of hold-up play. That's poor from Zeefoyk. Gives it straight away to McKennie. Pedro is in behind. Poor, and he's not put that too far wide, the experienced striker. But really poor from Zeefoyk. He's almost given away a goal against us, sorry. Lozano does well to release the right back. He's got a lot of space to run into, Zeefoyk. Working it forward nicely, Newcastle. The space either side. McKennie opts to go back for Sensi though. Oh, it's a lovely ball. McKennie is in behind. Got some from Almiron. Try and get a ball in if we can. Oh my word. Oh, God, just beating his man to the punch. Gets off a scissor kick. That Ortega has to make a save. It was goal bound. But we haven't seen too much from us in terms of like proper creative attacking play, I would say. Garner's done really well. And it's actually Becker who's in behind. Oh, he's rattled the crossbar. Oh, what a goal that would have been on debut for Becker. As it is, though, it's the closest either side have come to breaking the deadlock. But unfortunately, neither side able to find the back of the net. Doncaster holding Spurs. Is that League 2 Doncaster, maybe? I don't know. We're a few years into this save now. Good tracking from Becker. And Almiron can come away with things here. Plays Becker. There's a ball in there. Garner into Estrada. Can he get away from his man? He can. Estrada, it's a lovely fingertip save from Ortega. The shot wasn't particularly powerful, but it was angled towards that far post. Almiron tries to find Zeefoyk. Lozano back out to Almiron. Try and get a ball in. He aims for Garner. Garner gets hit on it. And it's just over. Trying to work something, Newcastle. Lozano goes in for the tackle, but that's a superb piece of play. An even better finish. And Newcastle, on the hour mark, find themselves in front. It's João Pedro who's applied the finish. But a lovely piece of play from McKennie, I think he's back-heeled that into the path of Pedro. Defenders stand around, can't believe it, but yeah, McKennie, that's a lovely piece of play. And he gets the wrong side of, gets goal side of Stark, the wrong side as far as we're concerned. But it's hit so quickly that Aaron can't really do anything with it. We've got some work to do now in the second half. Zamora will try and find Garner. It's just a clipped ball into the area. It's not quite made it. Estrada finds Garner. Has the strike if he can. Well, he does well to get the strike away, but Ortega does very well to get it up and over. Into Lozano. Good footwork. Into Zeefoyk. Not quite the pass I wanted. Saunders. Well, again, that's not what I anticipated. But Saunders will have the strike, and Zachary Saunders will find the back of the net. Intricate play in the Newcastle area, and it's led to a goal. It's Saunders' second for the club. Lovely strike on his left foot. Almiron with the assist. Just had to be patient and to try and work something. But Saunders finally gets a bit of space. Just strikes through it with his left foot into that far corner. Ortega beaten by the power. Very little he could do. And just like it was in the original tie, it's 1-1 yet again. Hopefully we don't go into extra time and penalties. But we now have some momentum in our favour. But really good play going forward from Newcastle. Playing it forward quickly through the lines quite quickly. Stark needs to get there. And does just about, but Almiron's giving it away in a terrible position. Zamora's tried to get something on that. Stark will stick with his man. Oh, it's a wonderful reaction save from Aaron. I thought for certain that was going to go in. Garner has done really well to hold on to that, actually. But the pass out, really not good. Zeefoyk has done superbly well, and he'll just get this one away. Bakari has done very well to bring that down. And Garner could be in behind here. That's not what I envisioned, but Almiron trying to bring Zeefoyk involved, and now the end-to-end nature of this game, although Knight does very well. Oh no, Becker. Diatta into the area. Oh, it's a lovely finish from Pedro. Tried to get Knight in front of the shot, but the angle on it and the force on it there was very little that neither defender nor keeper could do. It's just a very well struck goal. Is there going to be one last chance? Needs to cut this back if he can. Bukhari. Oh, trying to get some space, but it's a lovely touch from João Pedro. He's made the difference today, João Pedro. Both goals for Newcastle. Really, really inspired performance from him. Must be getting on a bit now, but even still, that is defeat to open this episode. Just a couple of moments of quality that not really we could deal with, and we weren't particularly good going forward. So all in all, you have to say, although it's a very even game on paper, but oh wow, and Doncaster beat Spurs. But on paper, you'd have to say, oh well, with the way the game played out more so. Yeah, you'll get a chance, Nesbitt, don't worry. Yeah, but the way the game played out, very much Newcastle deserved that. But we move on. Chelsea away next. Confirmation that Yando Fuchs will be sold to Burnley this summer for £4 million. Haven't had any offers for Taylor yet though. So for the first Premier League game of this episode then, this is how Chelsea line up. Szczesny in goal, back five of James, Colwill, Tuta, Ampadu and Chilwell. Midfield two, Kovacic and Havertz, with Sterling, Lukaku and Pulisic leading the line. A very familiar Chelsea looking side. Of course, a few players in there that played in the reverse fixture on the bench, so a few more familiar faces. But we have reverted to type. We are playing our strongest lineup. So yeah, hopefully the first game against Chelsea we had this season was an absolute barn burner. 3-3 draw. We're being patient here. Garner is in behind. Oh, try and dink this one back, but it's blocked by Ampadu. But bright start, trying to find the gaps, find the right pass, and that's definitely not the right pass from Havertz. Estrada plays that one into. Oh, it's a brilliant ball. Estrada. Oh, it's a lovely save by Szczesny. Arguably could have taken that closer to goal, but he got the shot off and forced the save from the pole in goal. And it's fallen to Elias. Oh, I thought he was going to go down then. It's found Sigurdsson. Oh, and the first time shot actually going away from goal. Still caused Szczesny some trouble. Fingertips it was to get it away. And now Garner's tried to get there, but it's Gomez. We'll find Sigurdsson. Shot is blocked. And they can get it away finally. Chelsea and Sterling looks to lead the counter, but Nezovic not having any of that. Comes forward again, Nezovic into Garner. Out of his feet. Oh, and he tries to find the bottom corner. Put Szczesny equal to it. And a very, very bright start from Peterborough. Chelsea just can't get out of their own half at the moment. It's a lovely ball over the top for Lukaku, and Pulisic is in behind it. Going to try and cause us some problems. I was going to say Gomez. Wow. Bentley just about turns it round the post. He got a hand to it, but it didn't look like it was going to be enough to divert it away from goal, as it is, thankfully. Oh, it's a lovely save as well from Kovacic down low. I thought we were going to get a toe on that, but apparently not. And it had to be a good reaction save as Nezovic. Oh, Pulisic has booted that against his own teammate. Oh, Havertz. Pulisic on the edge. Kovacic. It's really well worked from Chelsea, but again, Bentley is equal to Kovacic. Get in. Oh, that's a naughty tackle. Bro's trying to get in. And it's when they get into these positions, the Chelsea front three can move that ball around so quickly, but Pulisic instead tries to take it himself. And now we've got a counter on, but Ampadu saw what we were going to try and do straight away, and he's trying to get back to Elias, but Elias is broken free, and Elias will find the side netting. Nothing that Ampadu could do about that, and the breakaway so incisive. The former Barcelona man gives us a lead at Stamford Bridge just a few minutes before half time. The Peterborough fans in that corner go wild. Szczesny, nothing he could do this time. The pace just too much for Ampadu on this occasion. Strikes it across goal. And after a very to and fro first half, it's the visitors who take the lead. really good play between Chelsea as they work out of the pitch between Chilwell and Ampadu. And now it's Havertz to the edge. Back to Havertz. Oh, what a last-ditch tackle. Oh, no, it's still carrying on. Havertz. Oh. I thought play had stopped for a moment then. I don't really know why. Everyone just sort of seemed to stop when Zabani, that touch there, and everything just seemed to stop for a second. And then all of a sudden, Havertz just brings the ball through a gap, rifles it into the top corner. Poor defending on our part. It was a very good... That touch from Zabani surely would have stopped a goal from Lukaku, but yeah, no one really reacted when we lost the ball, which is a bit of a shame. As we get the ball out wide, but that will be enough for the first half. 1-1. Another draw potentially on the horizon with Chelsea, but second half a long way to go. Fairly even first half. Chelsea having the slightly better of it in terms of the stats, but not too much in it. Sigurdsson trying to release Elias again. Got Chilwell for company this time. Might still have the pace to get by him, but cuts back. And it's Garner who has the strike. Oh, wow. I expected that to end up in the back of the net, but not even hit the target from Joseph Garner. He's got to hit the target from there. He's just struck through it, but the curve of the ball has gone in to out, and in the end it's just gone past the far post. But yeah, you'd expect that man to at least hit the target from there. Oh, no. Chelsea have got a man over hit. Lukaku. Oh, I skipped past Zabani with ease. Back to Pulisic. And now it's Havertz. What a save from Dan Bentley. Thankfully, Bentley was pretty much right on top of Havertz when he had that save. Otherwise, that surely would have been Chelsea in front. Oh, Ronnie Edwards actually brings that down. We can get that away to Sigurdsson. Can we get... Oh, just dribbled straight into... I think it might have been Tuta. That's good defending. That's not a good pass out from Jankovic. It's a great block from Zabani. Jankovic brings the... Oh, that's super... You can't account for that when it's just going to fall to them in the area like that. What are you supposed to do about that? It's a great block, and then that just... How convenient is that? Just so happens to fall to Pulisic in the area. It's so annoying. Chelsea coming forward again here. Havertz is in. He's not offside, but that's an unbelievable... Oh, Pulisic. He's an unbelievable save again from Bentley. And bring it forward again. Pulisic. I hate Pulisic. He's so hard to play against. Oh my word, Havertz. Should have had about 3 or 4 in this game. Lovely piece of play. And now Almiron can have a go. Release Victor Gomez, and he does. Gomez back inside to Garner. Oh, it goes for the near post. I was actually aiming far post, but he's got that save from Szczesny. Ball in. It's not the greatest ball in. It must be Sednezovic. Tries to get it away. Zabani. Pulisic down the left hand side again. Gomez tries to get into him, but nothing doing. Now they're into Kovacic. Again, a great save from Dan Bentley. He has single-handedly kept us in this game. And Saunders into Garner. Oh, go on. Has he found that gap? Garner. What a turn that could be. Joseph Garner. He's got the leveller in the 87th minute. That turn, absolutely superb. He's gone to celebrate. I don't think they're Peterborough fans, but even still, that turn, the pass from Saunders, but the turn from Garner has made that. Just bought himself so much space, and he's got the pace to get away from the defence. Szczesny bearing down on him, closes the angle. But that man Garner finds the back of the net, as he more often does. I was going to say as he always does, but we've seen in this game he doesn't quite always. Can we hang on now for a point? Saunders tries to get a foot in, but Sterling into the area, and Edwards... He's offside. Oh my word. Dan Bentley, what have you done? What is going on? What is... Please don't concede now. I beg of you. He's offside, surely. Bentley again! He's having an absolute worldie. Don't concede now. Please don't concede now. Zabani with a beard. Get in. I will take that point, absolutely. Damn Bentley, what a god. Honestly, so nervous right at the end there when the ball's just falling to them left, right and centre, sorry. Chelsea are horrible to play against on Ultimate. Pulisic especially is absolutely just terrifying, but we've somehow managed to come away with that and come away with a point. But Chelsea have dominated that game. We've absolutely robbed them. But it's a point at Stamford Bridge we certainly didn't think we would get at the start of this season, and it's certainly one that we will take. Absolutely superb work from everyone involved. Hero Bentley saves the day, even the game knows. Right, Liverpool next. Right, inexplicably it is that time to sim this game against Liverpool. We're going to get hammered, but still, that's just the way it goes. So yeah, we're obviously lining up as we normally do, and for Liverpool their likely lineup is Kelleher in goal, Trent, Christensen, Kim and Jay and Hermoso at the back, Zubimendi holding the midfield with Vignata and Fekir ahead of him, Kulusevski on the right, Diaz on the left, Jota in the false 9 role. Away at Anfield, just cross our fingers, shall we? It's 3-1 defeat. Thought it might be. Garner with our goal, Christensen, Diaz, and Salah with theirs. Oh, Salah started then, but he wasn't even on that sheet. Well, there you go. But they've slightly edged the game, so yeah, can't really have too many complaints. We thought it might come. It did. Just got to get on with it, really. But Southampton to finish the episode. Hopefully that is a game that we can win, as we have a bid for Jack Taylor. We'll try and go in and get a little bit more. And PSV are happy to pay a little bit more. Lovely job. We've had a couple of loan offers for some youngsters as well. So hopefully, yeah, they'll go out and get some football. But yeah, on to Southampton. And this is how Southampton line up for the final game of the episode. Rulli in goal. Aspi, Diego Carlos Saliba and De Silva at the back. Beltran and Diallo in the middle. Puado, Aribo and Hamed Traore in behind Broja. On the bench, Matip, Alberto, Jovic. Do you know what? That's actually a pretty good Southampton team. It's fairly well balanced. I think there's some good players in there. We've had to go for Southampton's home kit because both of their away kit and their alternate are their away kit's sort of light green and their alternate is dark green. So we know what playing against green in this kit is like. It was I remember when we played against Wolves, it was quite hard to tell, but yeah, hopefully things will go our way today, as that's a lovely ball out to Elias. Just knock this back to Nezovic. Fine Garner. That is wonderful recovery defending from Aspi. He's actually offside, which may be guilty of overplaying that one. Maybe Nezovic could have had the strike, but there's gaps there already against Southampton early doors, so as long as we can contend with their forward play, then we should be hopefully alright in this game. Although we were on the verge of winning, as Bentley makes another save from Aribo. We were on the verge of winning the reverse fixture. It was one of the very first, I think it was the second league game of the season. And we were right on the verge of winning, but then a defensive howler from my play. Hardly a surprise, really, is it? Passed the ball to them in the area, and they equalised in the last minute. So we threw away a win. Doesn't sound like me, does it? That's nice. Sigurdsson, is he onside? Looks like he is. Sigurdsson will strike across goal. Forces really into the save, as Gomez looks to whip the corner in, and Sigurdsson looks to get on the end of it, but it's going to be another corner. Defender does well to get there ahead of the Icelandic midfielder. Headed away, but it will be as far as Gomez. And Estrada into Jankovic, who's actually lost out there. I was watching our lineup, because obviously as we're at home, our lineup comes out or shows up before the who's this? Got serious pace. Oh my word, it's almost an OG. Yeah, I was looking at our lineup and I was like, oh yeah, just saw Jankovic next to Nezovic. I just thought, actually, I haven't been amazingly impressed with Jankovic since he's come in. He's offside, thankfully. It's a good finish, though, to be fair, from Broja. But yeah, I haven't been majorly impressed with Jankovic since he's come in. I actually feel like Josh Knight offered us a lot more, which is bad to say, but I've spent a lot of money on Jankovic, so I will play him. As Nesvich is here, he will have the strike. Forces Rooney into the save. Maybe I just haven't given him enough of a chance. He's only been here for a month, so, you know. Oh, Sigurdsson has fallen to him. Oh, tries to sneak one in at the near post, but really equal to it. That's a good ball in. Oh, Garner is there. Tries to get on the end of that one. Edwards down to Sigurdsson. Nezovic is in his way. Garner. There's Jankovic. He'll have a strike that's blocked. An emphatic clearance there. Oh, that's not the best, but Sigurdsson will retrieve, and the pass not the best. And now they could be on the break if not for a poor pass. Oh, Sigurdsson. Can he find Elias? He has done. Slightly overhit, but even still. Elias into the area. We'll cut this back. Garner is there. And Garner will fire this one into the roof of the net. A lovely, lovely worked goal. Sigurdsson doing just enough in his battle to get away from his man. I don't know who they're celebrating with. That's on the bench. Is that Lozano maybe? Don't know. Might be Stark. But yeah, and then the through ball as well. I thought it might be slightly overhit, but the defender's just given up with Elias. So he's got so much space, and there's plenty of bodies in the area. Loads coming towards the ball. One of those, Garner, as you can see, Nezovic there as well. So just one touch out of his feet, bang into the roof of the net. Nothing that really can do with a strike of that power. And yeah, on the stroke of half time, we find ourselves with a lead. Down the line, Estrada. Oh, tries to get the ball forward. Oh, and Nezovic has picked up on the loose ball. Finds its way back to Estrada. He's got space to run into here. Try and clip this one in if we can. Garner is there. Garner gets his head on it, and he makes it 2-0. Amongst a couple of Southampton players, Garner rises highest and manages to just glance it into that far corner between Saliba and I'm not even too sure who that is. Diego Carlos, of course it is, the other centre half. But yeah, between the two centre halves, arrows it perfectly into the bottom corner. Really, maybe expecting it to go high. He's gone low, and it's 2-0 silver lining. Is that really bad, pun? That's a nice pass. Oh, that touch, sick, mate. What are you doing? But that will be it. A 2-0 win. We can't complain. It wasn't our best performance by any stretch. But Garner at the double once again has given us all 3 points in this one. And important that we ended the episode with a win. Yeah, look at the possession. Southampton really doing well. We had slightly more shots, but even still. City win away at Spurs. Forest beat Newcastle. So that could open up the standings. Let's have a look. So we're still in 6th. And we are 5 points clear of West Ham now, but they do have a game in hand. And while Newcastle, despite losing, are actually in 3rd. We are 3 points off of Europe now, so we have closed the gap. 2 points off of Chelsea. With 11 games to go this season, we are very much in contention for a European spot. Who'd have thought we'd say that at the start of this season? If we have a look at what is to come next episode then, well, 3 games we will play. 2 away trips to start, 1 at Fulham and 1 at Villa. We know how the trip to Fulham went last season. And then we finish with a home game against Newcastle, another game against Newcastle. Hopefully we'll be a bit more competitive in that one because we'll be playing our full strength side. But guys, that is it for this episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, pop a like on there for me. Subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you in the next one.